Hi again. Today we're looking at fixing mistakes in brioche. It is not the easiest technique to fix mistakes in, but there are certain things you can do to help yourself. First of all, you must learn how to read your knitting so that you can actually spot as soon as there's an error. The three main ways of fixing mistakes is to unpick each stitch. That's one way. I do use that. The second way that I use is to take all the stitches off and unravel them down to a row before whatever mistake you've got. And that row should preferably be a plain brioche row with no shaping in it. And then pick the stitches up. So I'll show you that as well in a minute. A third way is to work to a particular stitch if there's an error in that stitch further down the column. And then you can just unravel that one column and use a crochet hook to ladder the stitches back up again. That particular way of fixing mistakes I leave until part 2 of the course. Today we're going to look at the first two that I talked about. And in this particular sample here, which is like wonky ladders, I really like this little pattern. Straight away, you might be able to spot that there's an error here. There is a blue in front of that whole column of whites, which shouldn't be there. But if you'd been working along to the end, just turned, you may well not have spotted that. But that actually is a fairly easy thing to fix. So you can actually fix that as you go along. As long as you can understand what your knitting should look like, you will very soon realise that that's a problem and see how to fix it. So we're on a wrong side row, just a plain wrong side row, starting with the main colour. So I'm going to purl, slip one yarn over, and on wrong side rows with the main colour, it's brioche pearls that you will be working. You can read that from your knitting. All these whites here are pearls and all the blues are knits. So read that. You know you should be doing slip one yarn over and brioche pearls. So let's carry on a bit. Slip one yarn over, brioche pearl. Slip one yarn over, and this should be a brioche pearl. But this stitch has no shawl. And you know it should have a blue shawl. Okay, so the first thing to do is look at the back and you can see where that shawl's gone to. It's fallen off the stitch. So this is an easy thing to pick to repair. You just pick it up and pop it back on. It may be slightly tight, but once you've finished a few more rows, things should even out. So now we have our stitch with its yarn over that we know we should have, so we can brioche pearl that. Slip one yarn over, brioche pearl. Slip one yarn over, brioche pearl, slip one yarn over and pearl to the end. Okay, and that's fixed that issue that was on the right hand side straight away, so that's rather nice. I will go back and do the blue side. So we're on the wrong side contrast colour row and all the blues are knits, so these should be brioche knits all the way along with their slip one yarn overs. Okay, so that all looks fine from that side, quite an interesting pattern, and the wonky ladders on the other side are starting to develop nicely. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to unpick some stitches just so you've got a vision of how that works. So we finished, always remember what you finished with and unpick those first. So we finished with the blue and the white was slipped, so we don't want to do anything with that. So slip that white, see what's around the blue, and it's those two. And then you can pull those out. You can do this from the left or the right side, whichever way you find it easier. In fact, let's do it this way. We're going back the way we started. So the white we didn't touch. The blue, we did a brioche knit. We didn't touch the white. The blue, we did a brioche knit. So go through both parts of that stitch to undo it. And so on. So if that's what you need to do to get to a stitch that's got an error, then it's not too bad as long as you just take your time. I'm just going to go back now and finish this row. And this one, notice I picked it up mounted the wrong way, so you just need to turn it round before you knit it, or knit it through the back loop, whichever way you prefer. Okay, so that's unpicking individual stitches. Now let's be daring and pull all of our stitches off. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to pull the needle out, and I'm going to gently start to undo some rows as if I had a problem. Now I will do this really gently and try to keep the two yarns in line if possible. I always try and do that. It doesn't always work that way. Sometimes you have to do one and leave it at one end and do the other and leave it at the opposite end. Really carefully, especially when you get to the end, because you can get a little bit knotted. Now, I always try and pick up on a row that hasn't had any increases, and this one hasn't. You can see that all the stitches are just like that. There's no, ooh, hang on though. No, that was a previous row that increase was made, so we're okay. First of all, if both yarns are at the same end, then you know that the last colour that was used was the contrast colour, because that's the way brioche works, which means that when you pick up, the yarn overs will be blue. That's an important thing to work out, which stitches have the yarn overs, because looking at this, looks like there's a yarn over there with a white stitch, but that could easily be a yarn over with that stitch, you know, if you weren't looking at it really carefully. So because we've got both together, that is a blue yarn over, and so that should go with that white stitch when you pick it up, and the blue stitches will be on their own. If the yarns have ended up at opposite ends, that means you've done one row in the main colour and you haven't done its accompanying row in the contrast colour, which means that the shawls would be in the main colour. So you'd pick it up like that really carefully. So I've taken it up, I now squash everything. I try and capture and squash everything. I'm just going to take that stitch as it is for now. So we know that the blue stitches are on their own, so pick that one up. Doesn't matter about which way round, we can sort that out later. Now that's one with a shawl. I'm just going to grab the next stitch really tightly, and there's one with a shawl. Grab the next one. Here's one with a shawl, which is a bit tricky. Take it slowly. Here's a blue on its own. Here's a white with its shawl, a blue on its own, white with its shawl, a blue on its own, a white with its shawl, a blue on its own, and a white. Now then, if you were doing that for the first time, I suggest you use a smaller needle as well to get them all back on to start with. I always use the same needle because I'm, you know, quite used to doing it now. Made that many mistakes. We know we've got to do a white row next, and some of these stitches are very likely to be mounted in the wrong way, and again you need to be able to recognize that as you work them, and you can either turn them round. I think that stitch has already been worked actually, because that's the one I couldn't get out. You can either turn them round. See, this one's mounted wrong. The back leg is sticking further to the right than the front leg. So if that was mounted correctly, it would actually be that way round. That's the way we're used to seeing knitting stitches. So you can either turn it round or you can work it through the back loop. So we're going to look at both ways. So I've turned that one round now. I've got to do a yarn forward, yarn round. We need to change the next stitch because that is facing the wrong way. The back leg's further out than the front leg. So let's do that as well. Remember, take both parts of that stitch because they count as one. So yarn over, and we can now, sorry, this is a brioche purl side, we can now brioche purl those. The next stitch looks okay, so yarn round that one. The next stitch is wrong again. Instead of taking it and turning it round, you can actually just work it straight through the back loop there. It will have the same effect. So I'm going to purl that, so it's turning it as you're working it. So that will come out right. This one's okay, yarn round. This one I'm going to go from the back again and purl it that way. This one's okay. This one from the back. And don't forget, so you've got either way, either just pick it up from the back and turn it round and then purl it, or pick it up through the back and just do the purl there as you're working, which is all done in one movement. Purl the last stitch. So there we go, we're all back on track. We've picked all our stitches up, we've got them all in the right orientation, ready to carry on.